going on, YouTube? Today we're installing Apple CarPlay in the Armada. This is a 2019 Nissan Armada. It's my wife's, and we're going to install Apple CarPlay today. I have this kit here from Amazon. It's the CARAMCO. Can't really find too much about it online, so I figured I'm going to do an install video for it and kind of walk you guys through the process of putting this together. It's basically a chip that goes into your screen, and then you'll be able to use Apple CarPlay that way. There's a lot of videos online on how to disassemble the dash, but I'm not going to film that part too much because those videos, they're already really good. So I'm just going to talk more about the install of this particular unit here and how it works. Alright, so getting the main panel off was a pain in the butt. It's a lot easier if you do one side and you literally have to like use your body weight. I was just kind of like hooking my hands into it and like leaning back to pop this panel off, but it's also connected down here with your like power sockets and your seat warmers here, and it's held on by clips right in there. So I don't think this panel was supposed to come out too, but it came out with it. We only need this panel here, so I'm going to try to separate them. Alright, so I was finally able to pop the like top panel off, like for the DVD player and stuff. The biggest pain in the butt was that clip right there, two of them. And they kind of hold on to the lower portion of your center console where your heated seats are and stuff. And man, they were just really on there. So what I did was, from underneath where there's a gap here, I went underneath and right underneath the clip to pry it free, and that worked. So if you guys are having trouble with that, that's the way to do it. Alright, so I got the screen completely out and the middle section of the entertainment system. The seat warmer panel that stays in, and there's just a couple of wires there, and they're color coded and different sizes, so pretty easy to remember to put it back where they should go. Next we're gonna take apart the screen and then install the Apple CarPlay stuff. Alright, so here's a first look of the CARAMCO unboxing here. So you got your instructions here. This is the module here that I think this is the actual like CarPlay stuff here. So it's like kind of like a piggyback system. Okay, there's even a flash card here. I think that's to like do updates and stuff. Got your wiring harness kit, and we're gonna walk through on how to do this. So you got your two wiring harnesses. A third one, this one probably taps into the radio itself. A little like video cable ribbon here. This here is the actual chip that will get inserted into your screen. It's going to get retrofitted into your screen here. I don't know if I leave this stuff on here. It doesn't really tell you to remove it, but from what it looks like in the instructions, they leave it on. So we're going to go ahead and do that too. All right, so what we're going to do is disassemble this screen here. Take apart the brackets and stuff. So there's two here and two here. Oh, and it's Torx bits. So we got to go get some Torx bits. All right, so let's see what size it is here. I think it's a T20. Yep, T20. All right, so now we're going to disassemble this screen. Pretty much all the external screws you see, you're going to remove. There is a couple on the back side of it. There's one behind the sticker here that we'll need to get to as well. And these are all just Phillips. So let's go ahead and do that. And they're pretty much all the same size, it looks like so far. Got 3 on this side, which is holding on a plate. The plate you can remove. And when you open this up, there's going to be kind of like a fan cable. Just make sure you don't like overstretch it or nothing. So just like that, you're going to open it to the side there. We can go ahead and unplug this for now. And get this out of the way. All right, so you're gonna plug in the OEM flat cable over here. So there's a little clip that you would lift up and then insert the ribbon. And then on this side, you lift up the black clip and insert the touch ribbon straight down, and then push down the black clip to lock it in place. Okay, then we're gonna fix this down into place. They tell you to just use some tape to kind of hold it in place, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's how I have it taped down. It should be okay. There's like 2 little slots here that it sits in between, so it should be fine. All right, so install your main chipboard back on, your motherboard, and this black ribbon should come out from this side here with all the video cables. It'll come up like this. Reinstall these factory ones here. Let's go ahead and screw this back on though. Reinstall the cables, the ribbons. kind of wiggle them so they seat properly. This one here, I kind of just put it in place, apply pressure, and wiggle that in. All right, so everything is connected here. Next, we're going to put on the factory cover here. Reinstall your fan. So you're going to fish the black ribbon through here. This black ribbon should go into this square piece, not the rectangular slot. Okay, and then there's another chip that you're supposed to plug in here. It's this one here. This cable here with the chip just hanging off the end of it, that will plug into that. So you lift the black strip on the back up, and then that should be able to let you insert the ribbon here. Yep. And then you just push the black strip back down. Okay, then they tell you to just tape it down. All right, it's all put back together. Now we can go back to our car and install everything else. All right, guys, so we are back outside in the car. We're gonna reinstall the screen now. And we're gonna need our T-harness, or this one here. We're gonna need our module. We're gonna plug our module. The instructions don't really give you a good idea of what goes where. So that wire that we installed on the back of the screen here, these two plugs, these two cables here, they go on the back of the module. That one gets plugged into the back of the screen here. And then I think from there, let's see here, this one here plugs into the module. All right, so we got our T-harness plugging into the back of the factory screen, and then that will get connected from the factory cable. This factory cable plugs in directly, and then all these color-coded ones will also plug in into its original location. And then you have this harness with like a bunch of like video cables and a USB cable there that gets plugged in to the back of the module. And we should be good. So let's go ahead and reinsert this here. Okay, got the screen back in place here. I'm just going to go ahead and temporarily reinstall one of the screws here. All right, so I have the screen installed, temporarily installed the center piece there, and I'm going to start it up and see if we have Apple CarPlay. Okay, so the screen comes on, that's good. Okay, so the screen is working again. To get Apple CarPlay working, let's see here, what do we do? It says to long press the back button, quick double press hazard light button, and long press small button on the USB camera, which is on that wiring harness there. So let me put the camera down and try that out. All right, we got somewhere. So we got this screen here. Let's go to CarPlay. Let's try inserting the USB cable first here. Okay, now it's saying it's starting to connect CarPlay. And now I have CarPlay. Let's see here. Cool. And I think what I need to do is, if I want to use the Bluetooth, I have to, let's see here. CarPlay is linked, Bluetooth disabled. I have to go to my factory infotainment here, hit media. Playing music is a little wonky here. Cool, so now that's working. Cool, yeah, so this Apple CarPlay is now working here. It's kind of wonky that I have to push the back button and the hazard button to get to Apple CarPlay, but we'll see. I'm wondering if I have to do that every time or not. Yeah, I have to hit the hazard button, so that's kind of weird. So I'm wondering if just hitting the hazard button will take me back to it. Oh, it will. I don't even have to push the back button. I have to hit the hazard button. That is weird. Well, I guess it is what it is, huh? Cool, so I'm gonna button all this up and kind of play around with it a little bit more. I'll let you guys know if I find anything else. But yeah, CarPlay is now installed on my wife's 2019 Armada. I'm gonna button it all up and then check to make sure reverse still works and all that stuff too. All right, guys, so I found something interesting here. This plug here with this little button here gives you a little sticky tape too. That's actually to just push the button and it'll activate Apple CarPlay. So I'm gonna mount this somewhere where we can easily access it and we're able to just turn on Apple CarPlay from there. All right, so I got everything put back together and I installed the CarPlay button right down here. That way it's kind of like hidden and it's not like, you know, out of place or anything like that. It's easy to access from the driver's side, so that's where I decided to put it. I might move it later on, but that's a good spot for now. All right, so let's start it up again. All right, so, and it automatically connects, which is what I wanted. So that's nice. It'll automatically connect once you get back into the car. So again, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and try the reverse function. Put in reverse. Backup camera shows up. That's nice. Put it back in park. It goes back. If I exit, and let's see here. If I hit the camera button, it'll still show the 360 camera. That's good. If I go back to, so go back to nav here. And then if I want to launch Apple CarPlay again, I just hit that button down there. And it gets back there. So it looks like everything's working so far. Let me make sure let's see here. I want to make sure the rear display still works here. So what I'm going to do is turn on the left display here. Make sure that's working in the back. Oh, yep, and it's playing a video. So, nice. That still works. That means the DVD player should still work as well. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You do need to connect your Bluetooth. You connect to the Apple CarPlay like module, and then from there you got to connect back to your car. So it kind of like does this like handshake where when you play music off your phone, it will still do it through Bluetooth, but you need to make sure that the Bluetooth audio source is selected. Yep, it's still playing. Yep, and it works. Cool. I think my wife's going to be happy. This particular unit is the cheapest Apple CarPlay that I've found, and the install was pretty easy. This is probably the most difficult part, I would say, is removing the centerpiece here, because it was for some reason not letting go of the lower side here. And then for the center console here, I didn't do this in the beginning, I should have, but if you do the shift lock, if you take that out and put it in like neutral or something, it'll be a lot better for you to, lift this up and off of the shift linkage there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them on the comment, or you can give me a follow on Instagram. My username is professor_extera. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll try to help you walk through the install. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.